Jeff, I'd like to talk to you for a minute about animal attacks and dog attacks and those kinds of things. How are those kinds of cases the same as other types of personal injury cases?
Well, we still have to prove somebody's responsible. We still have an injury and medical treatment that's needed. And we still have to go out and find some way to get coverage or find assets so that we can pay for the damage that has been done to this person.
Okay, now how are these kinds of cases different from other kinds of personal injury cases?
You know, in a car wreck, you have a policy that covers the car that hit you. There's no policy on a dog, for example. So what we want to do is try to figure out whose dog it is. Should they have been watching it? Why was it here? Where did this happen? And we got to try to find that homeowner's coverage and do an investigation of the assets of that owner of that dog to try to build up as much coverage as possible to cover these damages. A lot of times these dog bites result in serious injuries where children get mangled, where I've seen adults be killed by dogs, children be killed by dogs, or different animals. And so there's a lot of differences.
Okay, what should a person look for in a law firm after an animal attack?
Well, you want somebody that's dealt with these cases specifically. So we have people on our investigative team that work for the sheriff's department. So they understand the rules of when the sheriff's department is supposed to quarantine dogs, put dogs down, declare dogs as dangerous. And that's important because we want to make sure animal control is called right from the beginning, so a report is done. We want to look into the history of this dog or animal. Has it caused other injuries? And sometimes we can go after the sheriff's department for not already putting down this dog that they knew was dangerous and didn't do away with it when they could have.
So law enforcement officers or agencies have a specific protocol they're supposed to follow after they have a dog has an animal has attacked, and if they don't follow that protocol, then they could be open to liability as well. But either way, it's all about not so much about going after the sheriff's department necessarily, but it is about trying to make whole, trying to compensate this person who has suffered a loss as a result of an accident from any insurance policy we can access. Let me ask you this, Jeff. With respect to an animal attack, should a person kind of wait and see how things go? People are, smart. They change their own oil. Maybe they do their own taxes. Should a person see how it goes themselves and wait, and then if it doesn't go well, call us, or should they call us right from the very beginning?
We got to get on early in these cases. The sheriff's department, if they don't do a report, then it never is documented that this even happened. I've seen homeowners deny that their dog is the one that bit somebody. The dogs run off. And so there's just evidence that documenting the injuries from the beginning, the middle, the ends, all the way to where they're scarring. We've got to get on these investigations early, very early.
So, for example, to compare it to a car wreck, after a car wreck, there's a police officer that comes out to the scene, a highway patrolman that comes out to the scene and generates a 4 or 6 page report that says exactly all the different things that happened that may or may not happen in this case, in these animal attack cases. And so if it doesn't happen, we got to get on it to make sure that these reports are generated, or at least these facts are preserved, collected before people change, memories fade, people change their numbers, people move, and we can't access the evidence that we otherwise want to. So if you or somebody that you know has been injured in a dog attack or an animal attack, call us and we'll answer your questions and make sure your case is started off right from the very beginning.